Okay, now open your textbooks and come to page number 28 of your textbook. I will give reading first. This is the poem Try Again by W.E. Hickson. Tis a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you do not succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear, for if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear, try again. Once or twice you should fail, if you would at last prevail, try again. If we strive, 'tis no disgrace, though we did not win the race. What should you do in that case? Try again. If you find your task is hard, try again. Time will bring you your reward, try again. All that other folk can do, why with patience should not you? Only keep this rule in view, try again. Moving towards our topic, which is figures of speech. Let's get started with our topic, figure of speech that the poet has used in the poem Try Again. What is a figure of speech? Figure of speech is a deviation from a common mode of writing. The writer and poets use figure of speech in their writing just to beautify the language of poetry or prose. So, in this poem, Try Again, the poet W.E. Hickson has used figures of speech. So, we are going to discuss where the poet has used figure of speech. First figure of speech that the poet has used is consonance. Consonance is a repetition of a consonant sound within sentences or phrases. Typically, this repetition occurs at the end of the words, but may also be found within a word or at the beginning. So, consonance is basically the repetition of consonant sound, and where does we locate them? We can locate the consonants. They may occur at the end of the words, and this repetition can be seen within a word or within a sentence. So we have some examples over here the poet has used. First of all, I'm going to give you the general example of consonants, blank and think. So here you can see in the first example, blank and think. The two letters are highlighted over here, K and K here. So these are the repetition of a consonant sound, and these consonant sounds are repeated at the end of the words. In the second example, we have far and jar. In this phrase, we can also see the repetition of a consonant sound, and the repetition of R sound is there, far and jar. The poet has also used consonant sound in the poem. For example, should heed. As the poet has started the poem in a very first line of the first stanza, "'tis a lesson you should heed." So, the letter D in should and letter D in heed are the repetition of a consonant sound. And you should know what are consonants other than the vowel sounds, and vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U, and other than all letters are consonants. And then again in the first stanza, the poet has also used consonant. At first you don't. At first you don't. So in the third line of the poem, if at first you don't succeed. So here you can see the repetition of a consonant sound. And what is a consonant sound? Consonant alphabet here, T. So the repetition of a consonant sound occur at first you don't. Okay, the repetition of T sound is there in the first stanza. In the third example, conquer, never fear. Conquer, never fear. This repetition also occurs in the first stanza of the poem when the poet says, "Then your courage should appear, for if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear." In the first stanza, the poet has also used consonants like conquer, never, and fear. These are the three words which are which has the consonant sound, and R is the repetition of a consonant sound in the first stanza. And in the fourth example, we can also see the repetition of a consonant sound. And what is the repetition? T sound, at and last. And this occurs in the second stanza of the poem, at last. So the T sound is the repetition here. I hope you have understood what does consonance mean. Consonance is a repetition of a consonant sound within a sentence or phrases, and this repetition mostly occur at the end of the words.